Hi, this is Martine Reif at Lansing Community College, and one of my students in the fall 2023 semester pointed out to the class that she regularly studies the syllabus of teachers from whom she's considering taking a class. So I think it's an excellent research skill to have in how to find a syllabus of a class that you might want to enroll in. So I'm going to go over that today. It's quite simple to do. So as a person goes forward in their education and they know what classes they have to take, if they talk to an academic advisor, they've consulted the curriculum guide, but they don't know which professor to take or which section to take. There might be some time constraints, of course. Students tell me overwhelmingly this semester that they look at Rate My Professor. So Rate My Professor is a resource that's out there. I'm sure we all know about it. You can discuss with others what they've done. Maybe you know somebody who took a certain teacher and had a good experience. But one way to at any school that you're at, going forward even into graduate education, one way to understand what the class is about before you're in it and what approach the teacher takes is to look at the teacher's current syllabi for that class. It's a really easy way to do it at LCC. All the syllabi are available to any student who is able to log into D2L. Syllabi of different teachers and different courses at LCC is to head into D2L and go to the homepage at D2L, then head into Concourse Syllabus System. Once you are in Concourse Syllabus System, you will want to head to the magnifying glass icon, click on it, and once you get there, you will want to click on Advanced for your search. Once you click on Advanced for your search, head down to where it says Subject and Number. Then click the subject of the class that you are interested in looking at the syllabi of. For our purposes, since I teach English 121, I'm going to select English 122. So let me find it here. There we go. And then I have to type in 122. And then I click Search down here at the bottom. You can pick year and such, but once you've used the system, it should default to the most recent year. And then as you go, you can see the different teachers listed, and you can see the years of the syllabi. So you want to get the most current version you can. Teachers, they will tweak things in between semesters, but most teachers don't do massive revisions of their courses. So you can pretty much be somewhat assured that a teacher is going to take a similar approach this semester as they did last semester. So taking a look at a 122 syllabus here, we see there's some boilerplate language of the description and the learning outcomes. This is something that professors don't change, but the books are different. So we can see here that there is a free book called Interior Chinatown that students are going to be using, and then there is a book that is between $35 and $40 called Hacker and Summers, a pocket-style manual. And then we can look and we see that 75% of the grade is going to be on papers and so on. So we can look down and see teachers have choice on kind of guidelines or expectations they have in class. And this particular teacher has their guidelines listed. You might be interested in looking at, most teachers have a position or a policy about the use of AI, artificial intelligence. So this particular teacher does not allow the use of AI in the class, and doing so would be considered plagiarism and would result in a 0.0 on the assignment and an infraction being filed with LCC's behavior team. So plagiarism policies about AI, depending on your personal philosophy, it may be very unimportant to you, but it is something to look for. It looks like this particular professor has a timed essay. I'm not sure what that is, but it's only worth 5% of the grade. So, it looks like there might be extra credit in this class. Great. So these are some things that you can look at as you study the syllabi. The student in my class who did this on a regular basis and was teaching other students to do it, she would get 2 syllabi and put them side by side and then compare these aspects, which I'll discuss now. So elements that you can study in a syllabus. The first 6 things here are direct quotes from my students who study syllabuses. So some students look at the syllabus before they choose a class. Things they look at. Number 1, does the instructor require you to buy materials? It will be in the syllabus if it's required. Do you have to buy a book? And the cost will be there. How much is the book? Are there other kinds of expenses, lab expenses, and so on? Will the teacher provide materials for you so that you don't have to buy them? Is the teacher using open educational resources so that you don't have to buy a textbook? How are the assignments weighed compared to the tests? So are there a lot of tests? Sometimes tests are not avoidable, but some sections have more tests than others with different weights. So some people have some test anxiety, so they might want to look at the instructor's approach before they select a particular section. Does the teacher offer extra credit? This is what the students said they look for. That the students like the idea of flexibility and wiggle room in the class, that they could maybe, if they were close to getting a 4-point, that they had some extra credit they could use to get to the 4 points. So some students were looking for that. Did the teacher take the time to word things in their own words? This is another thing the students looked at the syllabus. Is the syllabus mainly just the boilerplate language, or is there something personal in there from the instructor? Another thing the students looked at was how strict are the teachers in their wording. What they meant was, does a teacher sound like a person who's really strict about deadlines and rules and this kind of thing, or are they a more flexible sort of teacher? So to some students that matters. To other students it doesn't matter at all. They don't mind a strict teacher. Another thing to look at is, what is the late work policy? Is there absolutely no late work accepted after a certain date? Are points deducted? And so on. Do the teachers, this is my thing, do the teachers have a diversity statement? I would look for that if I was looking for a teacher right now. Like, are they trying to encourage diversity? Do I get a feeling that they are? And so on. And then the different classes at LCC, many of the types of classes like English, psychology, and in the social sciences, many of these classes don't have a specific textbook that the instructors are required to use. Some do have required textbooks, but the instructors can pick out what chapters they're going to use of that textbook. So every instructor has some freedom to bring in readings and so forth. If you scroll down to the bottom of the syllabus, you're able to see what the focus of that class will be, and that can help you decide if you think that that teacher will be a good fit for you. One of the things to do is look at assignments. What kind of assignments are in the class, and what are the weight? What does that feel like it's going to be a good fit for your learning style?